Today, I'll talk about the year of transformation for Cupra and Seat, how the Tesla Model 3 was dethroned, what we can expect next week, and also this. As always, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments, press the like button to support this channel, and subscribe to not miss any torque news in the future. Many people haven't really heard much about this brand, but officially, for the past 3 years it's been the performance branch for Seat, the Spanish automaker which is part of the Volkswagen Group itself. For Mentor, their first standalone model was launched last year, but since the whole VW group is moving towards electric cars and Seat plans to be the quickest EV adopter of the group's subsidiaries, most of their new models already have a plug-in hybrid option. And this week Cupra announced that their recently presented concept Tavascan will go into production in 3 years' time. This electric crossover, which by the way is named after a scenic village in the province of Lleida, should deliver 306 horsepower, reach 100 km an hour in less than 6.5 seconds and have a range of approximately 450 km. This will be the second dedicated EV from the Spanish company. We should see the first all-Cupra, all-electric model, Cupra Born, launched this year. Bonus fact, Cupra is actually one of the few brands that have credibility as an electric sports car maker. The Cupra Leon E-Racer is a sports car with 670 horsepower that Cupra has been working on for the last couple of years, and it's being endorsed by some very prominent people in the racing world. The first official races that Cupra will take part of will be at this year's Pure ETCR series, alongside teams from Alfa Romeo, Hyundai and MG. It'll be interesting to see how the company's track experience will have influenced their electric road cars. GM is aggressively going after every aspect of what it takes to put everyone in an EV, because we need millions of EVs on the road to make a meaningful impact toward building a zero-emission future. This statement certainly seems to be true, since this week we got the news that Wuling Mini EV from Wuling is now the best-selling electric car in the world and has been outselling Tesla Model 3 for 2 consecutive months. And at this point you're probably wondering, what does this all have to do with GM? Well, 44% of SAIC GM Wuling Automobile is owned by General Motors. So, although both EV and the upcoming Hummer have surely gotten more media spotlight over the years, the first truly successful GM-related EV is the Mini EV. This seems interesting to me because usually when we see an article or a video about the new Tesla killer, the subject matter is an ambitious concept of a luxury sports car or a crossover from some recently founded startup. But as it turns out, you only need to make a cheap small city car to outsell Tesla. Tesla Model 3 was the best-selling EV in the world in 2020, 2019 and 2018, and just recently had a strong dominance on the EV market with 3 times more cars sold than this tiny Chinese car. In January, the situation changed and Wuling Mini EV is now the most popular electric car in the world. The price of this small city commuter ranges from 3.7 to 5,000 euros, and it is sold only in China. For the price of a motorcycle, you get a tiny car that fits 4 people, delivers more than 17 horsepower and has a manufacturer-claimed range of 170 kilometers. There are no official NEDC or WLTP cycle range numbers available, since this car isn't sold in Europe or the USA. Top speed is claimed to be 100 km an hour, but there is no official 0 to 100 acceleration time available. Interestingly enough, Wuling also highlights that this car has an IP68 waterproof and dustproof rating, which is the kind of thing we usually see on smartphones. Devices with this rating are deemed fit enough to withstand dust, dirt and sand, and are resistant to submersion of up to a maximum depth of 1.5 meters underwater for up to 30 minutes. It may be hard to perceive the proportions of this car from videos and photos, so I've put it beside one of the most popular European city cars, Fiat 500. As we can see, the Fiat is a lot longer and wider than the Wuling offering. What's even more impressive is that the Mini EV even has ISOFIX mounts on both back seats, so the manufacturer clearly has intended for this car to be an everyday family transporter. For people in Europe and America, the size and specs may seem a bit unimpressive for a modern car, to say the least, but it's actually a real game changer in China. In context of the already existing low-speed, low-quality micro EVs that were offered in the past, and how difficult and expensive it is to register a new gasoline-powered car in major cities, this car makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, and the sales numbers definitely prove that there's a big market in China for small cars like these. Petrolheads rejoice because this week Bentley revealed the Continental GT Speed. The company calls this the most capable performance-focused Bentley ever, with no compromise to comfort or luxury. This beast has a 6-liter W12 heart that pumps out 650 horsepower, 900 Nm of torque, and in just 3.6 seconds will accelerate you to 100 km an hour. All while you're being wrapped in leather, Alcantara, premium materials, and with clean conscience, because this car is designed, engineered, developed, and exquisitely handcrafted at Bentley's carbon-neutral luxury automotive factory. This car is the pinnacle of dynamics in the Bentley Continental GT range. For the 2018 model year, Bentley introduced the ordinary W12 Continental GT, which comes with the same engine as the Speed but makes a bit less power. After that, Bentley presented the second version, Continental GT V8. This car has a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 with a bit more modest power figures of 542 horsepower and 770 Nm of torque. At the launch event of the GT Speed, Adrian Hallmark, chairman and chief executive of Bentley Motors, also talked about what Bentley represents and how that all fits very well with the company's electric future.
Most of our customers love the effortless torque, effortless performance, long distance capability, refinement, noise attenuation, that feeling of cocooning and relaxation, but it still does 207 miles an hour. It's an amazing paradox. Ultimate exhilaration, ultimate relaxation, one package. That's what Bentley does. Perfect with electric powertrains.
There will be two events this Tuesday. At 10 AM CET, Kia has organized their EV6 world premiere. A couple of weeks ago we already saw the pictures of the new car, so we'll finally get to see more details, specs, and possibly even when it will go into production. Later on that day, Lexus will present a new concept car that will represent the next generation of Lexus and the brand's transformation. That's it for me this time. If you liked the video, please show your support by pressing the like button and subscribe to the channel to not miss any future uploads. Thank you for watching and see you next time.